rope rescue, I guess you could say. I think those ropes do have flame retardants on them, and other gear that they're getting into the water with is treated with flame retardants. So that is a huge concern.
Okay, so we can ask Kevin if that can be screened out of the water, even though it's source water. Once it goes through our water treatment system, if that stuff gets filtered out, we can ask that question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The fact that having to use restrictive signage on the path or in the parks is by and within itself an admittance that the fire training facility is in conflict with its surroundings, a nuisance to the taxpaying public, an impedance to enjoy the parks, recreation in a manner for which they were intended, which is relaxation, enjoyment, and recreation. Would you agree, not agree? How do you feel on that? How do you feel on that, Mr. Orbendorfer? Do you agree with that statement?
I just don't understand the relevance of the question.
The relevance of the question.
Because
Okay.
the signs
Okay.
are put up for compliance, safety compliance, and I don't understand what that has to do with the.
Yeah,
training
I would
center.
still consider the fact that you're putting up signage at all, or even to have to make signage at all, print signage up. I would say that it is self-admittedly a conflict of interest with the surrounding parks and recreation. Like if you can't cross beyond this point when there's firefighting training going on, all that other stuff was grandfathered in well prior to any firefighting training facility, okay? So that should be allowed to be used without any impedance.
So when we do path maintenance, the path will be closed down for a period of time, and it's no different than doing maintenance on the trail, closing a trail because of the
No. The fire training facility is a difference than any maintenance issue on the trail.
Can I respond?
Yeah.
So, okay. So the fire training facility will still be subject to nuisance laws, which is, we found that out with the Hampshire cabinets. If it does create a nuisance, ignoring the signs for a second, that still is not compliant with what it's allowed to do. So if we happen to notice that there's a nuisance, then that's going to end up causing a change in protocol or maybe even a total review of its existence to start with. Now, as for the signs, I believe that I brought up that I wanted to have signs, and a reason I did that is because I believe that we weren't required to have
30 seconds.
signs.
Yes.
And my point in having the signs was not to warn of a health concern, but to warn of an optics concern, that when people were walking by, they weren't, oh my gosh, there's a building on fire, I need to call 911, that they had some acknowledgement that there was something definitely happening.
I don't agree with restrictive signage. I would agree with some type of signage that says enter at your own risk, that puts the onus on the individual rather than the, the facility.
5 minutes.
And the facility itself being an admittance, of being an impedance.
Nick, your time's up. But thank you for your questions. I will
Thank-
get an answer.
Can I get more time?
No,